A pleasant day, everyone. Today we're going to discuss on different text types. As such, you are expected to do the following. Scan for logical connectors to determine the text type. Identify the different text types and classify different logical connectors used in the text. What comes into your mind when you hear the word text? Is it not a familiar term? How is it defined then? A text class is a piece of writing that you read and create. The kind of text depends on their purpose and meaning. So what are the different kinds of text? We have here first, descriptive text. Its main purpose is to describe a character, an event, or a place. The author visualizes what he or she sees, smells, and feels. An example of this we have, he was a big man with short curly hair, brown teeth, and a flat nose. A scar crossed his right cheek from ear to chin. The second text type class is called Instructive Text. An instructive text is written to instruct someone to do something, follow procedures to be done. Word is commanding and may use formal and direct words. Example: go to the end of the road. Turn left, past the store on the corner, keep walking until you reach to a park, and then turn right into Avenue Street. The third text type is persuasive text. The main purpose is to convince or persuade others to agree with the author's point of view. It contains justifications and reasons. For example, buy our new skincare product because it contains good chemicals that exfoliate and rejuvenate your skin. It has been clinically tested and proven safe for use by dermatologists. Try it today. And the last text type is the informative text. It is a non-fiction writing to inform the reader about a specific topic. It is written using special text features that allow the reader to find essential information and understand the main topic quickly. This is an example of an informative text. The nicotine and other poisonous chemicals in tobacco cause lots of diseases, like heart problems and some kinds of cancer. In summary, class, what are the four different text types that we have just discussed? We have the descriptive text type, instructive text type, persuasive text type, and the informative text type. So there you are, class, the four different text types, their definitions, purposes, and examples. When one gets into writing the different text types, he or she will be going to use logical connectors. So what are these logical connectors? These are words used to join or connect two ideas that have particular relationship. Specifically, in persuasive text, they are classified as openers, sequential and sentence openers. These connectives on emphasis, connectives on opinion, and connectives that illustrate. The following are examples of logical connectors that show sequential order. We have after, before, until since, once, during, upon, first, secondly, initially, afterward, finally, next, then, as soon as, place, secondly, also, finally, in conclusion. Sentence openers. The fact is, most agree that one reason is it is important to. Furthermore, it would be better if Another reason is connectives on emphasis. Clearly, above all, especially, indeed, in fact, surely, significantly, naturally, more important, or more importantly, of course, undoubtedly, obviously, fortunately, or unfortunately, in addition, also. Connectives on opinion. It would seem, it appears, supposedly, on the strength of, some people believe, in my opinion, on the other hand. However, even so, despite this, connectives that illustrate, for example, for instance, such as, in other words, as shown by, to show that, this can be seen in, except for, unless, by this time. So there you are, class, the different logical connectors that are used to employ sequential order, sentence openers, emphasis, opinion, and illustration. It's quiz time. Let's find out how much you have remembered about our lesson today. So for our directions, read each of the statements and determine if it is true or false. The first quiz category is true or false. This is for our self-assessment question number 1. Question number 1. An instructive text usually tells someone what to do or how to finish something. Is it true or false? The answer is true. Number 2. The main purpose of a persuasive text is to convince readers. Is it true or false? The answer is true. Question number 3. A descriptive text usually uses commanding words. Is it true or false? The answer is false. And lastly, number 4. An informative text intends to inform readers about a given topic. Is it true or false? The answer is true. So how was it, class? Did you get a good score? Very good, class. Since we're done with self-assessment question number 1, let's move on to self-assessment question number 2. So this is what you're going to do. Read with me the persuasive text, then copy on the table the connectors used in the paragraph based on their types. Why you should not smoke, or why we're not supposed to smoke. Cigarettes kill hundreds of thousands of people every year. Statistics shows that in 2019, 110,000 Filipinos die from tobacco-related diseases each year. With this number, it is absolutely important to know and fully understand the danger of cigarette smoking to warn people not to smoke or stop smoking. Here are reasons why a person should not smoke or should stop smoking. First, smoking is a major health threat. There are many bad effects of smoking related to health, which can harm the life of a person in detail. It can damage our heart, lungs, blood circulation, bones, stomach, mouth, eyes, skin, reproduction, and fertility. In fact, smoking causes lethal diseases like lung cancer, asthmatic bronchitis, and emphysema. In addition, smoking makes bones weak and breakable, and women need to be careful because they are more likely to suffer by osteoporosis than the non-smokers. Also, smoking can harm stomach, eyes, and skin. Stomach damages can affect vital organs in the body and increase the chance of stomach cancer. Indeed, it reduces the length of quality of your life. It seemed that the physical effects of smoking is not obvious on the early stage. However, when a person is hooked on smoking, the physical effects become visible. Second, it is considered financial losses. Smoking habitually affects the financial resources of smoker. Buying and burning cigarettes could be a big waste of money. Maybe you start smoking when someone offered you a cigarette and you liked it later. Surely, you start to buy your own cigarette because you find pleasure in smoking. The money you spent on cigars would have been better spent on something important. Lastly, you should not smoke as a respect to people around you. Remember that when you smoke, you harm yourself and the people around you. In other words, you mustn't be selfish but considerate on others who don't smoke. Many people don't like the cigarette smell. If you smoke in front of them, they won't enjoy your company. With these discussed reasons, it is hoped that those who smoke must be scared of the negative effects of smoking and must make a smart decision to stop. Think about how much you value your life and love yourself and the people who love you. Act now before it's too late. Okay, class, let's try to find out how many logical connectors were you able to get correctly. For self-assessment question number 2, we have the following answers. For sequential order, we have 1 first, 2 second, 3 lastly. For sentence opener, we have it is important and in fact. For connectives on emphasis, we have 1 surely, 2 in addition, 3 also, and 4 indeed. While for connectives on opinion, we have 1 despite this, 2 it would seem, and 3 however. And lastly, for connectives that illustrate, we have the following: 1 in other words, and number 2 with these reasons. So there you are, class, the answers for SAQ number 2. This time, I want you to practice what you have learned a while ago. So this is the directions. Read the passages carefully. Identify the text type of each passage by writing instructive, descriptive, persuasive, or informative on your paper. So let's begin. Number 1. Fill the kettle with the amount of tap water you need. Be careful not to overfill it. Switch the kettle on and bring water to a boil. Is it instructive, descriptive, persuasive, or informative? The correct answer is instructive. Number 2. I watched the brilliantly red and orange sunset as it slowly disappears from the horizon. I am fascinated by its mystery and beauty. Is it instructive, descriptive, persuasive, or informative? The correct answer is descriptive. Number 3. Are you looking for a quality pen? We got this most advanced pen, developed using German technology. It gives comfort to your fingers, resulting to a clear and smooth handwriting. It lasts longer and has a cheaper price than any other leading pens. Get yours now. Is it instructive, descriptive, persuasive, or informative? The correct answer is persuasive. And lastly, number 4. The Department of Education announced that the opening of classes in public schools shall be on October 5, 2020. Is it instructive, descriptive, persuasive, or informative? The correct answer is informative. So there you are, class, for the Let's Practice part of our lesson. Class, before we'll move on to the next part of our lesson, please have the following in mind. Text is a piece of writing that you read and create. The 4 text types are instructive text, which is written to instruct someone to do something or to follow procedures to be done. Next, descriptive text is a kind of writing that describes a character, an event, or a place in detail. The author visualizes what he or she sees, smells, and feels. Third, persuasive text convinces or persuades others to agree with the author's point of view. It also contains justifications and reasons. And lastly, the informative text is written to inform the reader about a specific topic. They are written using special text features that allow the reader to find essential information and understand the main topic quickly. Logical connectors. They are used to join or connect two ideas that have particular relationships. And now, class, I want you to answer this 10-item quiz. So this is what you're going to do. I want you to read with me each item carefully and answer the following questions by choosing the letter of your choice. So let us start. Number 1. What type of text would you need to tell someone how to wire a plug? A. Persuasive. B. Instructive. C. Informative. D. Descriptive. What do you think is the correct answer? The answer is letter B. So let's move on to number 2. Which of the following is the purpose of an author in writing a persuasive text? A. To inform the reader. B. To convince the reader. C. To tell a story. D. To describe using the 5 human senses. What do you think is the correct answer? The correct answer is letter B. To convince the reader. Let's move on to number 3. What type of text gives facts, information, or news? A. Descriptive. B. Instructive. C. Informative. D. Persuasive. What is the correct answer? The correct answer is letter C. Informative. Number 4. Which type of text is a cooking recipe? A. Informative. B. Instructive. C. Descriptive. D. Persuasive. What do you think is the correct answer? The correct answer is letter B. Instructive. Number 5. Which of the following is not a piece of text? A. A newspaper article. B. An email. C. A portrait. D. An advertisement. What do you think is the correct answer? The correct answer is letter C. A portrait. Which of the following statements tells about a descriptive text? A. It points out someone's positive traits. B. It gives information objectively. C. It describes the characteristics of a person, place, object, animal, etc. And letter D. It convenes readers to agree on the writer's opinion. What do you think is the correct answer? The correct answer is letter C. Number 7. Which statement is true about persuasive text? A. It describes the using of human senses. B. It informs about a specific topic. C. It convenes readers to agree with the author's point of view. And letter D. It instructs someone to do something. What do you think is the correct answer? The correct answer is letter C. As I entered Sheila's room, I saw her things scattered on the study table. Her dresses were on the floor and shoes under the table. A. Obviously. B. Firstly. C. For example. D. In order. Sheila has not bothered to tidy up her room. What do you think is the correct answer? The correct answer is letter A. Obviously. Mother instructed us to switch off all the lights. A. After. B. Unless. C. Whenever. D. Before. What do you think is the correct answer? The correct answer is letter D. Finally, number 10. The new normal has brought so many changes in our lives. A. In my opinion. B. Even if. C. Another reason is. D. Despite this. Driving has become an essential skill that we must learn nowadays. What do you think is the correct answer? The correct answer, class, is letter A, in my opinion. That would be all, class, for today. Thank you for your participation.